All right. Well, welcome everybody to our daily gun show. Come be live every weeknight at midnight Eastern. Little gross co-host who is making a bunch of weird noises and smells and things over here. We go live every weeknight at midnight for about an hour or way more. Our goal would be to go live all night long, do an overnight show. So we want to thank our Patreons, the people that subscribe to what we do. Most of them are grabbing us a cup of coffee each month. Some of them are buying us lunch. That accumulates and lets us work on what we're doing here. So, in addition to this podcast, of course, we're called Gun Websites because we have a bunch of different websites out there that are archiving and informing about our gun community and the Second Amendment, what it protects. And then, of course, social things. I'm trying to figure out what my dog's doing here. So, I'll go ahead and try to all figure out what this dog is up to. He's just essentially just looking at that screen for some reason. I can't figure it out. Super distracting. Is he sniffing it? What are you doing over here, buddy? So I have a weird co-host. What am I going to do? So tonight is Wednesday, and I'm going to play a tactical quiz. So I've put out links to our channel members over on the YouTube and our Patreons, people that, again, most of them are buying us a cup of coffee each month, a couple of $5 or so. That accumulates, 100 people with $5 is $500. That helps us make this thing possible. So if you want to consider being part of what we're doing here, jump over on Patreon, and there's a link in the description of our videos, and check it out. We're going to ask that you take $20 over there, throw $5 at us, and then take the rest of that and invest it in things that you value over there. You're going to find people creating all different kinds of content, from comic books to music to videos and podcasts and all that kind of stuff too. And invest in the stuff that you value and spend some time over there. I really do think you'll enjoy it, and we appreciate it. It lets us put stuff up that is authentic and it's real. So with that being said, tonight's the tactical quiz, and hopefully some people will join us tonight. We've spent a lot of time handcrafting our quiz tonight. So since nobody is going to join us, I guess we'll just throw it out there to the people watching, and nobody will win nothing. It'll be boring. But I guess I'll do something here for a few minutes and see if anybody jumps in. But frustrating. When you try to do a quiz and there's no participants, then it's just a bunch of words you throw out into the world. So we'll see if anybody's got any topics or anything while we're waiting. Of course, tonight will be the mouse party. I believe I've heard that there is a mouse party tonight. So we'll check out. Okay, we'll check out the videos we got coming up here, and we'll see. Pretty dead night. Yeah, I guess nobody's showing up tonight. Certainly nobody playing the tactical quiz. So I'll just throw away all the prizes, and we'll use them for some other project, I guess. So this over here, I'll put the link in here. We got about an hour before the mouse party starts, so I guess I could just go back to making some patches, actually. What if we should call this Tactical Quiz Season 3 already? I might start doing that. So I'm heading over to the video itself here, and I'm adding a redirect over to the mouse party, which will happen after this in about an hour from right now. All right, well, dang, it's been 5 minutes. We got viewers, but nobody's saying anything. So it's either broke and we're not going to be able to do a quiz, or nobody's awake, or everybody's sick of winning stuff for free on a tactical quiz. It sucks because now we have the amazing quiz over here. Very difficult. Oh yeah, definitely difficult. Ramped it up about 3 levels from the typical because it was too easy. People were winning too easily. And we're not here to just give away stuff. Otherwise, it's just called a giveaway. All right. Well, so thanks to Roy for showing up, Baron for showing up, and Silverback. But looks like even if you're still out there, we're not getting much activity tonight. Oh yeah, we're being corked for sure. Barbecue is out there. He's too scared to play, I guess. Or are you saying that they're normally too difficult? Well, this one I made even more difficult because of all the gun nerds who are always winning. But I guess how do you crumple up and throw away a digital thing? Let me see how you do that. Let me try it with this napkin right here. I got to figure out a way to crumple up and throw away this tactical quiz for tonight since nobody's going to join in. It's obviously too late in the evening. It's too difficult, a tactical quiz, probably. I know a lot of people are afraid to do the tactical quiz. The tactical challenge, maybe start calling it the tactical challenge, and then people step up to the tactical challenge. Oh, maybe that is what I should start calling it. Then it'll be season 4 of the tactical quiz, the tactical challenge. If you want, you can wear a vest or something for the tactical challenge. You can do push-ups the whole time if you want. Do crunches over and over and over while you're doing the tactical thing. Oh, turns out I've got a hot lead on some yoga wear. I might be doing some branded yoga wear. That might be a good way to take this whole thing, this whole project. So we'll try one more time, throw some links out here in the email. And then if anybody jumps in, great. Otherwise, we'll just throw this one in the trash. All right, put a couple of these in here, and then, oops. Oh, you know who else might be awake is Baron, and then this guy, and this guy, and this guy. Although he has never jumped in. Let's go. And then put barbecue in there. Who's scared to jump in? I can just email it. He's already on here. And then put him in here. And I was going to put Melser. There we go. All right. So there's the link, and there's Baron. So you're sorting ammo, and then you decided that you couldn't resist the most difficult tactical quiz that's ever happened so far.
Yeah, ammo sorting's pretty hard. Thought I'd take a break.
You can just put it in a big box and send it down here. We'll make sure it gets taken care of, gets sorted. Let's see. Get a G23 to model it for you. I don't know what that's all about.
Yoga pants, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying. All right. Well, since nobody else has got the cojones to take the challenge of tonight's tactical challenge, let's start this off. Are you ready?
Sure.
We now have machinery to make the prizes for this tactical quiz completely unique beyond anything we've ever been able to do since last time we had a machine that could do this kind of stuff. So the first question is question number 1. What was the original name given to the 9mm Parabellum cartridge by its designer, Gregor Lugair, or excuse me, it's pronounced in the native tongue? Is it A, the 9mm Lugair, B, the 9mm Parabellum, C, the 9x19mm, or D, the 9mm Makarov?
Parabellum.
All right. So what is the people? Well, let's put it out here like this. Instead of just answering, give people a chance to guess, because maybe some of them are awake out there. Paul Revere said ready. So barbecue again, too scared to jump in. Silverback said D, macro. So yeah, tried to make it easier, but at the same time, not giving it away. This puppy's not going to be able to answer most of these. Any other answers? And then the answer was Parabellum. All right, so question number 2. Which of the following firearms was not designed to use the 9mm Parabellum cartridge? A, the Walther P38. B, the CZ75. C, Desert Eagle. Or D, Sig Sauer P226.
So you wanted me to wait to answer? Or?
Yeah, so now we'll see if anybody else out here is going to answer this thing. And we'll see if anybody jumps in. Try to claim this prize from Baron, who's now 1-0 against anybody who jumps in here. So essentially, you're already getting your asses kicked. Roy, didn't Roy just say before how it was too difficult for everybody? Oh, it's so tough. It says C. And what's your answer?
Desert Eagle.
Which is the letter C, and then it's also C for correct. So technically, Baron has 2. All right, so next is question number 3. Numero 3. Which country developed the 9mm Browning long cartridge, which is similar in size and shape to the 9mm Parabellum? A, Germany. B, Italy. C, France. Or D, the USA. Which country developed the 9mm Browning long cartridge, which is similar in size and shape to the lame 9mm Parabellum, which nobody likes, and is the world's least popular caliber? I guess. Oh, after I put the number of correct or wrong that Baron has, then, or the other contestants would have if they had the guts to show up and take the quiz. Then
I'm not afraid to be wrong.
Well, so far you're 100% right. So every time I put the numbers in, then that's the delineation to where you're answering the next question, essentially. So we've got a couple of questions, a couple of answers, I should say, guesses, because they're literally shotgun pattern across the board. Every answer except for Italy. So what's your answer / guess?
I would guess it's USA.
So Paul Revere also said D, United States, and that is indeed correct, which makes Baron at number 3 out of 3. So
Is it the 38 Super? Is that another name for it? Or is that a different round?
9mm Browning long?
Yeah. Because 38 Super is basically just a long 9mm. I know it was made for 1911s.
But it has a longer casing and is semi-rimmed. So the cartridge head space is on the rim. The cartridge is developed by FN to be used in a blowback-operated model 1903, scaled up version of a 1903. So it's a scaled up 25 ACP turned into, and they're probably trying to keep it look like a 25 ACP for some reason. It was produced in Belgium, blah, blah, blah. There was some production in blah, blah, blah. It's obsolete and hard to find reloadable brass for this. One option is to get 38 Super and shorten it to the right length.
Okay, yeah, so close.
Yeah. It's a weird, obscure one, though, and sounds like it didn't last very long. It says designed in 1903, but it doesn't really say when it ended, so I don't know when it crapped out. All right, so what did I do? Oh, I couldn't put another thing here. So the next one is number 4. Now let's take a moment and think about the people that have links to this, and they know they could join, and it's only question number 4. And instead of joining, they're essentially cowering at their homes, scared because they are afraid to join a wimpy 9mm chat, the easiest of all chats. Question number 4. What was the name of the first semi-automatic pistol to use the 9mm Parabellum cartridge? Was it A, the Luger P08? Was it B, the Walther P38? Was it C, the Beretta 92? Or D, the Glock 17? So we've got the question out there as to which is the first semi-automatic pistol to use the 9mm Parabellum. And we're going to see if anybody answers this one. Since we're only getting 3 answers, we'll wait till we get those 3. Everybody else is obviously much too timid to try
They're
to
sorting
answer.
ammo.
Well, that's what they're going to use as an excuse, potentially. Let's see. So, close out of there, I guess. I only got 2 answers so far. Nothing from Paul Revere unless he booked. Oh, we just got a new one. So a bunch of people all agreeing on an answer. The question is, will Baron also agree on this answer? Honcho is out there too. So what do you think?
PO8 Luger.
Yep, the Gross. It's also known around the world through history as the Gross Luger PO8. Yes, that's definitely.
They designed that specifically for executing prisoners of war, right? That's what the 9mm was for.
It's a filthy caliber. But
I'm pretty sure that's a fact.
Question number 5. What is the maximum effective range of the 9mm Parabellum cartridge in a handgun? Is it A, 100 meters? This is in shitty meters because it's shitty metric, right? B, 200 meters. C, 300 meters. Or D, 50 meters. So the question is for everybody who's playing right now. Baron's the only one going to win because he's the only one that had the inclination to click on one of the many links that are out there. And he's actually playing the thing. So we'll see how many rounds we can get in here. Right now we're question number 5 into a undetermined length lame 9mm quiz. And what do we got? What's the maximum effective range? Was it 100, 200, 300, or 50 meters? And it looks like we're getting we're getting an array of answers. So what is Baron saying?
Well, it's a 9mm, so it's got to be 50, right?
Yeah, that's what the internet says. So guess what? It's 50 meters. So Honcho and Baron both correct on that one. So that'll be a 5 right here, which is also the number of meters that it's effective. So next question is question number 6. What is the standard weight of a 9mm Parabellum cartridge? Is it A, 100 grains, metric grains? Is it B, 115 metric grains? Is it C, 124 grains? Or D, 147 grains? So the weight of a standard 9mm Parabellum cartridge is either 100, 115, 124, or 147. I wonder why I picked these particular numbers. Any guesses why I picked these 4?
That's where you can find it in.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it actually knew that these are actual grains of ones, or if it just picked random numbers.
Oh, is this the robot again?
I'm not saying a robot. I'm saying my personal assistant, a good friend of mine, put this quiz together for me. So we do got some answers here. We got C, C, and D. So we have a spectrum of answers here. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking 115.
Yep, again, correct. So fake. It's already looked at all the answers somehow. You're looking through the camera backwards or something?
I am a robot, after all. So
the next one will be question number 7. And as you can see, Baron has now got 6 out of 6. Anybody could have easily just walked in here and grabbed a free patch, essentially, because it was that easy. 100% accuracy. It's a 9mm quiz, after all. So the next question is number 7. My dog is so bored by this, he completely fell asleep. Unlike normal chats where he's running around, he fell asleep for this one. Which of the following is not a common use of the 9mm Parabellum cartridge? Would it be A, self-defense, which is hard to use for, B, law enforcement, C, hunting, or D, target shooting? Which of the following is not a common use of the 9mm Parabellum cartridge? You think this one is easy, but is it easy? Is it self-defense, law enforcement, hunting, or target shooting? I don't even think anybody's going to answer this one. Now they're all happy that they didn't jump into this one. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this one, but We're getting a lot of answers here that are common. What is Baron going to say?
I would say hunting.
Well, you're wrong, because the internet said it's law enforcement. So I don't know how
Yeah, they're all using 40 Smith & Wesson.
I guess. So I'm wondering if this is wrong or if all these have been wrong. Because I would wonder what the hell you're hunting with a 9mm. And that's common where?
Prisoners of war
It's definitely hunting.
that got away.
So that means, are all these other ones wrong? I don't know. There's impossible to know because they're 9mm questions. No one's ever actually looked any of these up, but that seems wrong to me. But
Well, the AI is like, what, 90% right? So I got one wrong out of 10.
It's not that the AI is wrong. It's just that we as humans don't remember things correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and, even though it's against, the way we should do things, I'm going to go against the AI and say that hunting is the actual answer there. So you'll get that one as number 7, even though technically, if the robot would have had its way, you would get some kind of shock or something because that one was wrong. Number 8, which country, and now pretty much everybody said hunting also. Number 8, which country used the 9mm Parabellum as its standard military cartridge during World War II? I thought this was supposed to be hard. Was it Germany, United States, Soviet Union, or Japan? So that's your chance to go grab a cup of coffee or something because it's an easy question. So I don't even know why that's in here. I said make it a hard question. This would be hard for a little child or something. So we're just going to go to question number 9. You don't have to waste your time with that. Everybody wins that one. You're welcome. So the next one is, what is the name of the process used to make the brass casing of a 9mm Parabellum cartridge? Is it A, forging, B, casting, C, extrusion, or D, drawing? There's a tough one for you. So getting back to real question. What's the process used to make the brass casing of a 9mm cartridge? Is it forging, casting, extrusion, or drawing? We got an answer from Roy and Paul. See if anybody else is still awake out there. Our only job here is to keep you awake for the mouse party, which is happening in, I don't know, like half an hour from now, something like that.
45 minutes?
45 minutes. I like to give people time to go get some popcorn, let the neighbors know. A lot of people watch the show with their neighbors. They'll all wake up and set out lawn chairs and have one of them projectors at one of the garage doors in the neighborhood.
You can have a pot of coffee and a bowel movement before the show starts.
If you start right now.
Yeah, you got to do it right now.
So you're getting a lot of answers there that have some commonalities. What are you going with?
I got to go with drawing.
All right. Well, that's also correct. So I guess we're giving them another correct answer for that one, even though technically at some point should have been mathematically probable for someone to have at least missed one of them by now. So question number 10. And let me know if this is still interesting or if there's a better tactical quiz that's made up every single week out there that happens every single week live. Which of the following factors can affect accuracy of a 9mm Parabellum cartridge? A, the bullet weight, B, the powder charge, C, the barrel length, or D, all of the above? So again, another dumbass one, I think. I don't know. Not really happy with that question. Give that one a negative mark on the thumb up down thing. Is it even worth asking that one? I don't think it is. So we all know that one. Everybody gets that one.
Yeah,
so,
I'd say all of the above.
Yeah, it's not really an answer. I mean, again, if you were like a person who didn't know about guns, maybe. So question 11, which company introduced, so we're just skipping that one. Sorry, everybody. That was too easy. Question 11, which company introduced the first polymer-framed handgun that used the 9mm Parabellum cartridge? Was it A, the Sig Sauer, B, the Heckler and Koch, C, the Glock, or D, the Smith and Wesson? So which company introduced the first polymer-framed handgun that used the 9mm parabellum cartridge? The SIG, the H&K is often abbreviated, the Glock, often abbreviated as Perfection, and or the Smith & Wesson, often abbreviated as that one gun that people have sometimes. So let's see, we have H&K, we got H&K, we got Glock, we've got H&K, and we've got a question mark with H&K. What is Baron going with?
I got to go with Glock.
So I don't know if this is right either. So I'm putting it in the internet. I'm going to put it in the real internet, not just this internet. According to this, the VP70 was the first. So which
And it was in
company
9.
was the first? Well, it says it was in 9, yeah, 9x18. I mean, I knew they made it in other calibers too, right? Or did they? Yeah, they made it in 9 and 9x21, but I thought they made it in like 40 or something. I'm thinking of something else. So yeah, I think it's H&K. So I feel like the computer's wrong, but maybe is there something? Which company introduced the first polymer framed handgun? Yeah, what the hell? A BP70 is a polymer framed handgun. I'm not wrong on that, right? Like that's the whole point. And
Yeah, it's just a question of what it was chambered in.
yeah, so I think this thing's also wrong. So that means Baron got his first wrong answer. So that means if someone was out there right now, you could have just easily lapped Baron. So that's another 10, even though we're at question number 11. How does it feel like to get one wrong finally?
I am human. Possibly.
Next is question number 12. I don't know if anybody's ready for this one or not. What is the maximum effective range of the 9mm parabellum cartridge when fired from a carbine rifle?
Ooh.
Is it A, 500 meters? Is it B, 300 meters? Is it C, 100 meters? Or D, 50 meters? At least that makes sense because they're in a descending order and not some dumbass order like the last one. So is it 500, 300, 100, or 50 meters for the maximum effective range of the 9mm when fired from a rifle carbine? Let's see if we got any answers coming in. We got the computers wrong, but Baron also has been wrong in the same way. I think Baron and the computer are in the cahoots. Yeah, obvious. The way they both made a mistake at the same time is with the mistake that they really made. So we got some B's and some A's coming. 500 or 300s. What are you thinking?
Can't be more than 300.
So what are you saying? 300?
300.
All right. Yep, that's the number. So effectively you won. So you'll get the first of the new tactical quiz patches that are coming out as soon as I get a chance to make them. But I don't know if you know, but back in the olden days, we made a tactical quiz patch and it was a pain in the ass to make. So I only made a few of them. And then I didn't even send out that many of them. Something happened to them. So I'll attempt to try making them again. And then you'll get the first one there. And how much time we have? If people are interested, I could be persuaded to have a conversation with my friend over here and get some kind of another quiz going. So I guess people have to let us know out there. Now let's see what happens if I click this button and see if that'll actually happen. Oh, look at that. Okay, I don't like the way it did this one, but whatever. I love the stalker patch in the top left. Which one? Top left.
Fallout Shelter 1.
Oh, shelter? I don't know which one would be a stalker. Is that cow thing? I don't know what the unit that cow is. I think I tried to look it up one time, so it looks cool, but I don't know. I think I got it in a miscellaneous thing of patches one time. All right, so with this one, we'll just whip through it then, and we'll just see how much Baron knows about the 22 caliber period. So, what is the diameter of a 22 caliber bullet in inches? That's a dumbass, not even hard question. So, 0.22, 0.23, 0.25, or 0.27? So, obviously, it's 0.22.
0.23.
No, it's 0.22.
Yeah,
Which
223.
Which company introduced the first 22 caliber long rifle cartridge in 1887? Was it Winchester, Remington, CCI, or Federal? Fallout patch. I don't know what Fallout is.
I'm gonna go Winchester.
Oh, okay. That's from Alan Anchor. That's just a plain. I think it's just a recreation of an old Fallout shelter sign that they made as a patch. Sorry, which one did you go with?
Winchester.
Oh, anybody want to get a guess and Quark Baron on that one? You notice that barbecue just came in at the beginning and then he fell asleep, is what he's going to tell people. Why he fell asleep.
He probably was asleep the whole time. He's sleepwalking and using his phone.
He'll be awake during the mouse party, but he's asleep for this part. We got a Ruger and we got a Henry. Well, wait, what? No, the answers were: which company introduced the first 22 caliber long rifle cartridge in 1887? So is it Winchester, Remington, CCI, or Federal? And here you go. It is Remington, FYI, according to
No
this.
shit.
Well, this has been wrong before, so we're going to assume that it's right. What is the maximum effective range of the 22 caliber rifle? 200, 300, 400, or 500 yards?
1,000 yards.
No, 2, 3, 4, or 5. You get one of those. The effective range, not maximum range.
Yeah. I'm going to say 2.
3. Wrong. So,
no shit.
Well, again, I think you're probably dealing with everybody who's ever said something on the internet. So I guess you're, what's right or wrong versus what everybody on the internet has said. Just because some people say it doesn't make it right. It's just what people say.
I was hoping the AI had watched IV-88's How Far Will a 22 Kill? 1,000 yards.
You figure whatever gets said in front of enough people is going to get re-said more often than what doesn't get re-said. And this thing only knows what gets said. So, okay, the next one is: which of the following is not a common type of 22 caliber cartridge? The 22 long rifle, the 22 Magnum, the 22 Hornet, or the 22 shortstop? It's a dumbass list.
Shortstop?
Yeah, they could have put B or like 22 something else interesting and not shortstop. So which
I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, it is. I mean, all the other ones are real bullets. Which of the standard weight? What is the standard weight of a 22 caliber bullet in grains? 25, 40, 50, 60.
Can you say those again? 25.
As far as the bullet grains, is it 25, 40, 50, or 60? Everybody quick guessing it back at
40.
Ago. Yep, 40. Next one. What is the most common type of firearm that uses a 22 caliber cartridge? Oh shit, this is actually, how would you even know this one? So this might be only answerable by robots. What is the most common type of firearm that uses 22 caliber cartridges? Is it a revolver, a shotgun, a bolt action, or a semi-automatic pistol? Bolt action rifle, semi-automatic pistol. So what is the most common type of firearm? That's nuts. That would be definitely, I don't know if there's any way to prove this. Like, how could this be provable? This seems like only a robot could know this. And then how would anybody know except other robots if it's right or not? I don't think this is.
This is.
If you ask this to Clover, he might freak out. He might like run around in a circle and start drooling or something. I don't think he can answer this question.
Well, I'm going to guess. So, yeah, Roy's got it right. Semi-auto rifle is not even on the list. Nope. It's semi-auto pistol, revolver, bolt action, and what was the fourth?
Well, I don't know how the hell shotgun is on here. What's the most common
Shotgun.
type of firearm that uses? It's not really smart. It just just assumes what letters come in next. And
There's that one Henry that has a smooth bore. You're supposed to shoot rat shot out of it.
Maybe it's more likely it just doesn't understand English. It's just
they've sold 3 of them. I'm gonna have to go semi-auto pistol, but
all we got is we've got bolt action rifle from Benjamin and revolver from G23, and then Roy is saying I guess he thinks it would be semi-auto rifle. I mean, semi-auto rifle, I can understand. Oh, actually, there is quite a few of them. Then they think of like nylon 66s and stuff like that.
1022s, Marlin Model 60s.
Well, I was thinking of 1022s. I'm like, there are a lot of them, but then I forgot about the nylons and the stuff that doesn't have a mag and all that. So, yeah, semi-automatic rifles. Oh, man, there's just so many bolt actions. It's a nuts. It would drive you nuts. But if you ask somebody this and they really tried to answer, yeah, I think it would be a tough one. But according to the internet, the robots are friends, semi-automatic pistol.
Okay.
So, Mark, all those Rugers, all those Mossbergs, I guess. No, what are the other ones?
You got the Buckmaster.
Yeah. What is a Buckmaster? Browning? All the Brownings and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Or the
I feel like
Buckmark.
every kid and his dog had a 22 bolt action. Well, that's the thing. You get a bolt action and then you move on. But then there's people that stick with the bolt actions and just shoot bolt actions for so
for
long.
the bullseye target shooting.
Yeah. So, and for hunting and stuff sometimes. So, anyhow, that was an interesting one. I'm actually pretty impressed that it even came up. I've been in a couple of conversations over the years, and I don't think I've ever heard that question come up before.
Yeah, that's the hardest question tonight.
But nobody could answer that. I don't think there's even an answer to that. Although I think it would be almost interesting if someone tried, because it would probably take you like a series of videos or like a long project to even attempt it, and you'd probably come up with like some spectrum of answers, like if you looked at it from this angle or if you looked at it from here. Okay, so what's the next one? What is the name of the what is the name of the first semi-automatic 22 caliber rifle introduced in 1914? Is it the Ruger 1022? Is it the Marlin Model 60? Is it the Remington Nylon 66? Or is it a Winchester Model 1903? Can you not do that? What are you doing? That's his way of saying, F you, buddy.
Sounds like a woodpecker when he snores. Well, I'd have to guess D. That's my guess.
You're saying D, the model 1903?
Yep.
Was introduced in 1914? Anybody else? Oh, wait. So I'm looking at the thing, because basically that Winchester was created in 1903 as a 22 Winchester automatic. In 1919, the model was shortened to Model 03, and then it was made and then fired then it was made to fire the long rifle. So are they counting Winchester automatic as a different caliber than 22 long rifle? Which I guess it technically is.
I guess.
I think this one's broke because I don't know when was the Ruger 1022 invented.
Was it shooting 22 long and then they upgraded it to 22 long rifle? Is that what happened?
The Winchester, you mean? Well, the
Yeah.
Winchester it started as whatever 22 Winchester automatic. That's the cartridge. That's what it's called. And it looks kind of like a 25 more than a 22 really. The Nylon 66 was created in 1959, so it isn't that. The Model 60 was invented in 1960. What do you know? And 1022, like 1950 or something. I know 1964. So, I mean, it has to be the Model 1903, but I think it's 1918 and not 1914. Yeah, there's definitely some deep FUD stuff, probably more than Clover could even handle. You notice that he has a link and he didn't show up because he's too scared to handle this kind of trivia. Let's see. I'm going to click over here. We've got about 26 minutes before the mouse party starts. I heard there's going to be a couple of different brackets tonight, so you can watch different brackets on different screens. Is that how it's happening?
Something like that.
It's kind of like if you go into a fancy bar, sports bar, and then there's going to be different things playing on different machines. You can just watch different brackets on different monitors.
We're going to do a best panelist bracket.
What is the name of the 22 caliber cartridge used in Olympic shooting events? So, what is the 22 caliber cartridge that they use in the Olympic shooting events? Is it the 22 long rifle? Is it the 22 short? Is it the 22 Magnum? Or is it the 22 Hornet? All of these are actual real calibers.
Pretty sure it's a 22 short.
Smith's out there. Rari's out there. Benjamin's out there. G23's out there. Honda Fett. Oliver here. Miss anybody? King Henry was out there earlier. Like to miss some people. Silverback earlier as well. Larry, say hey to Roy. So coming back to Tar there, and nobody's answering this one. Interesting. According to the internet, it's the long rifle. I never thought about it. I don't think it's the short because it can't handle the distance. They're shooting like across the giant rooms, and I would think the 22 short would be all over the place. But I guess you could think of the Magnum or something. What is the velocity of a typical 22 caliber bullet when fired from a rifle? Is it 600 to 800, 800 to 1,000, 1,000 to 1,200, or 1,200 to 1,400 feet per second? I think 6mm flow bear is 22 long rifle. So the velocity of a typical 22 caliber bullet when fired from a rifle, is it 600 to 800, 800 to 1,000, 1,000 to 1,200, 1,200 to 1,400? So essentially like these 200 feet per second blocks between 600 and 1,400.
I'm going to have to go with C. 1,000 to 1,200.
Yep, that's what your friend the robot agrees with. I'm not good at trying to memorize all that stuff, so I only barely remember a couple of things. Sometimes when it's like that, I could help, but I don't think I'd have been just guessing on that one. What is the name of the 22 caliber revolver that became popular with the American law enforcement in the 20th century? What is the name of the 22 caliber revolver that became popular with American law enforcement in the 20th century? Is it the Colt Single Action Army, the Smith & Wesson Model 10, the Ruger Bearcat, or the Taurus Judge? What? I think the robot's on drugs. I don't know.
I think it's Model 10.
Some bad microchips, or if it's losing its smoke. Is there really a Model 10 in 22?
I think there was for target practice. Cheap ammo.
Yeah, must have been something like that. But yeah, that's what they say. That's Smith & Wesson Model 10. All right. So the next one is, what is the name of the 22 caliber rifle that was famously used by the Boy Scouts of America?
Ooh.
I don't know of anything like that, but the Ruger 1022, the Marlin Model 60, the Remington Marlin 66, or the Winchester Model 52.
Shit. I was in
I
the Boy
guess I
Scouts for
remember
one
that
day.
I remember there was a rifle that had like a medallion on stock or something, and there was a Scout one, and then there was an Eagle Scout one. So I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. But I couldn't remember what model it is, let alone what company even. But
Well,
it's
knowing
not
how old
something that
the
all
Boy
Scouts.
Scouts are, I got to say the Winchester.
Um, we've got Ruger 1022 from Benjamin, and it is, according to the internet, the Winchester Model 52. The last one is the question, what is the maximum effective range of a 22 caliber handgun? 50, 75, 100, or 150 yards?
50.
Yep, that's all it gives it, which I don't know about all that. Maximum effective range of a 22. I guess you could be conservative, but
I'm guessing they assume you can't hit anything with pistol sights further than that.
yeah,
Reliably,
and
anyway.
also it's not going to do much anymore after that, but still, I wouldn't want to be standing there. But
No, me neither.
effectively, like, yeah, it's not going to be effective. And you're not going to do anything. Yeah, you're not going to be accurate. But and that has to do with the power getting out there and just the inherentness of the gun, the bullet. It's just not going to be super effective out of a handgun at distance. So yeah, that was using the power of the robot, our robot friends, who at some point will be happy to have be controlling everything out there. So just remember when you're reading back the history of humans, who was ready for robot overlords and who wasn't. But yeah, that was our tactical quiz. We do one each Wednesday. Been doing this since I think 1987. We started doing tactical quizzes on the internet every Wednesday, and we are now the longest running tactical quiz uh, on the internet. So you're welcome. Thanks for joining us. If you'll follow everyone who's leaving over to the mouse party, you don't have to go through the front door and everything. They'll just take you in through the side, and then they won't ask you for any kind of bracelets or hand stamps, and you can get free drinks on them. So there's a link to it. And I don't know, Baron, you got anything you want to plug on the way out as the winner of today's tactical quiz, whatever number it is? Let's just say number 48.
Um, no, I'll save it for the mouse party. You guys got to come over and watch that to see what I was about to say.
Oh, snap. All right. Well, thanks again for joining us. We'll wrap this one up. That'll give you about 20 minutes before you get ready for a mind-blowing experience that happens every Wednesday night live over on the DM Foss channel. We've linked to it. We encourage you to jump over there. Tomorrow is Thursday, so have a good day. Thanks everybody for joining in. We're going to have a commercial for our daily gun show for our gear website store. We build stuff over there and put it for sale. So if you're interested in buying some cool stuff, check it out, and we'll be back tomorrow. So let us know what you think. We'll be watching the comments wherever you find the video over on gunstreamer.com or on guntube.org. Thank you for supporting our projects. If you'd like to buy us a cup of coffee, check out our Patreon channel.
The guys and gals of gunwebsites.com encourages you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thank you for watching gunwebsites.com.